I'm not the most eloquent person out there, but I've done my best to write this speech or demand of the government, and I hope someone out there who's more qualified than I am will be willing to take this on, because I think it will revolutionize First Amendment auditing. We, the people of this great nation, have long been proud of law enforcement officers and the sacrifices they make to keep us safe. However, recent events have highlighted the need for greater transparency and accountability in policing. It is with this in mind that we write to you today to demand that all law enforcement officers be required to carry body cameras while on duty, and that the live access to these recordings be made available to the public on their corresponding department's internet web. These audio and video recordings should be accessible to all members of the public without need for identification or financial costs. We believe that such a measure will help to build trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve and will allow for greater scrutiny of police conduct. It is our fervent hope that you will take this demand seriously and work to implement this policy as soon as possible. In these troubled times, it is more important than ever that we work together to uphold the principles of justice and equality that have always been the foundation of this great nation. We trust that you will do everything in your power to ensure that this demand is met and that our law enforcement officers are held accountable for their actions. Furthermore, we believe that the implementation of this measure will not only enhance transparency and accountability, but also have significant cost-saving benefits for law enforcement departments. As it stands, law enforcement officers are required to file reports on every single encounter they make, irrespective of whether or not an incident occurs. This not only places a significant burden on officers who are forced to spend valuable hours filling out paperwork, but also on the department, which must dedicate personnel to process and file these reports. By providing live access to body camera footage, officers would no longer need to file these reports, freeing up time and resources for more important police work. Additionally, the implementation of this measure would also reduce the need for personnel to fulfill Freedom of Information Act requests, which are often time-consuming and costly. With live access to body camera footage available to the public, citizens would have direct access to the information they seek, reducing the need for FOIA requests and the associated administrative costs. In conclusion, we strongly urge you to implement this policy as soon as possible, as we believe it will not only enhance transparency and accountability, but also generate significant savings for law enforcement departments.